to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for joining us. Please do subscribe down below. I always point at the wrong place, so it's probably over here. I don't know, either side. Please do subscribe. A very warm welcome to all my new subscribers. Please comment down below and let's chat, let's interact. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about things I wish I knew before I started a YouTube channel. I know I just started my channel, but I really felt like I wish I had known these things before I started. So if anyone's maybe looking to start a channel or maybe looking to start a blog or something along those lines, I hope this will be helpful for you and that you will take something away from it. So it's just 5 things. It's going to be very short, I hope. Also because the sun is going down, I'm pretty sure you guys can see my lighting is not so great anymore, but we're going to try and film this quickly before the sun is completely gone. And I have my book again. You guys are going to be seeing this book often because that's where I write all my sort of talking points so that I keep things as short as possible. So the first thing I wish I knew, I'm talking from a personal perspective. Some of you might know these things already, but first thing I wish I knew was to sort out my timetable. Like, yes, I want to film. Yes, I have all these ideas, but what does my timetable look like realistically? When am I free to actually film? When am I free to actually edit? So for me, I film using natural light, as I mentioned before, and I work Monday to Friday. So by the time I get home at like 4:35, there's no more good light for me to film it. So which meant I had to start filming during the weekends, which was fine. But I like to sleep in on a Saturday and then I go to church on a Sunday morning. So my filming slot automatically got moved to Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon. And then editing, I decided I'll just edit as I go during the week and then the video would come up on a Friday. So you really need to be realistic, slot in all of your resting times, your chill times and all of that, and then realize, okay, how much time do I actually have to dedicate? How many videos can I put out realistically? I thought I could do 2, and after the first one I was like, no. So yeah, just be very realistic with yourself. What's important is to be consistent. So if you can put out 1 video a week, that's okay. If you can put out 2 a week, that's okay. But just what you don't want to do is for YouTube or whatever, or your blog or whatever, to become a burden. Like, oh my gosh, I need to film, oh, I need to write, oh, I need to do this, because it becomes very demotivating and it's not as enjoyable as you want it to be. YouTube is a very fun thing. So I try not to put too much pressure on myself, and that leads me to point number 2. Bulk filming will save your life. Okay, so this is actually, case in point, the video I'm filming right now, like this things I wish I knew before I started a channel. I just filmed another video, and so you'll probably see 2 videos of me in the same makeup, in the same outfit, and that's because I don't always feel like filming every weekend. I'm not always in the mood to film. I might have plans on a Saturday afternoon and a Sunday afternoon when I'm meant to be filming. So if you can bulk film maybe 2 or 3 videos, at least 2, and you upload 1 video a week, that means you have 2 to 3 videos that you're just editing and that you can put up as and when you need to. So also try and group your video ideas. So like my channel is about hair and makeup and a little bit of lifestyle. So what you can do is, well, what I will do is I'll film a makeup tutorial with my wig on, like so, and then I could film a lifestyle video like the 24 that I just filmed, like this, and then I will whip off my wig and film a hair tutorial. And that's already 3 different videos that I have that are a part of my channel and that I just need to edit. So try and bulk film as much as you can. Another tip I got from Rumbi, her name is Rumbi Lu on YouTube, I'll leave her link down below, is when you're bulk filming, like film a long video and a short video. So you can film like a 10-15 minute sit down video and then film like a 5-minute how to do something video with a voiceover. So that way you have 2 videos that didn't take that much time to film. Point number 3, editing your first video is going to be long, guys, especially if you're very new to this YouTube thing, have never actually had to edit something seriously in your life before. It's going to take some time, so don't think, oh, it's going to happen in 2 seconds and I'm going to put up my video, because you're still learning how to use all the different editing softwares and all of that stuff. Like when I started, I tried using DaVinci and Shortcut, but because the processor on my laptop isn't that great, the software just wasn't working that well for me, so I had to remove those. I tried Wondershare Filmora. Oh, DaVinci and Shortcut are free, by the way, so those ones didn't work out, and then I had to move on to Wondershare Filmora, but that one you have to pay a subscription for. And Wondershare worked really well on my laptop, that was fine, but I was like, I am still getting the hang of things, and this is my first video. Do I really want to already be paying for things from the jump, in addition to my Netflix and my Apple Music and all the other subscriptions that I'm paying for? And then I don't know how it happened, but a little voice in my head say, hey, try iMovie. So I went to my sister and I was like, hi, can I use your MacBook? And then she said yes, because she's cool people, thank you. And so I edited my first video on iMovie because iMovie is free. And then I think a couple of videos later, I realized I can use the iPhone iMovie app and get the same result as I would if I was using my sister's laptop. So now, I think for the past 3 videos I've posted, I've actually been shooting and filming and editing on my phone, which is pretty cool. Also, top tip, if you use iMovie on your phone, uploading onto YouTube takes like 10 to 15 minutes max. Like whenever people are posting and complaining, oh, my video is taking 2 hours to upload, mine take like 10 minutes, and that's on Zimbabwean Wi-Fi. So if you can, I think you should try editing on your phone. You might find it a lot easier, and it's also a lot simpler. And then number 4, have a little notebook like this, or like a notes app where you write all your ideas. I got this tip from Anesu M. She's also on YouTube. I'll leave a link down below. Thanks, sis. Initially, like, I think it was 3 months before I actually started my channel. I was like, okay, sis, I'm about to start my channel, you know, please can I have some tips? And she was like, write everything down. And it sounds neurotic, but it really does help for you to have your idea, because you might be walking down the corridor and you're like, hey, I think this meme would work really well in this scene, or I think I want to put in this GIF. Is it GIF or GIF? I don't know. This is how I want my intro to start, you know, and everything sort of comes together nicely, and it also helps you to have talking points so that you keep the people you're talking to engaged and you're not just rambling. So having a little book where you can write as much as you can down. It doesn't have to be like all your talking points down to a T, but just like pointers to keep you on track, so that you also mention the things that you wanted to mention in your video and everything gets in there. And the last thing I learned is that, or something I wish I knew, is that you're not always going to have all of your YouTube ducks in a row. So when I started, I didn't have the greatest intro. I didn't even have like a profile picture for my YouTube. I just had my initials KT on a white marble background, and then my header was just Kimberley Tawanda with the things that my channel is about. It was a pink background, very simple. And you know, I was happy with it. It wasn't terrible or anything, but I was just like, you know, I can't stress over a profile picture and a banner when I have bigger things to worry about, like actually filming and editing my videos. So just, if you're about to start something, just make sure whatever you're starting with is something you're happy with, because you can always change it. It's nothing is set in stone for you to be like, okay, no, this is the only profile picture I can ever take for my channel, or this is the only banner, or this is the only intro. Like now, I have a new intro because I realized that this is what I wanted my intro to look like. In 3 months, my intro might be different, because as the more you film, the more you edit, the more you get the hang of things, the more you evolve. So don't worry about having everything together. Like, I don't have a ring light, I don't have a camera, I have a phone and a little gorilla pod, and that's what I used to film. Because imagine if I had waited to save up for a camera, or waited to save up for a ring light, like I still wouldn't have a channel. So just start with whatever you can, make sure you're happy with whatever it is you're putting out, and then grow as you post and as you get used to the YouTube life. So yeah, those are the 5 things I wish I'd learned. I cannot believe I have filmed this all in one take. Usually I have like multiple takes and I have to edit things, but I just wanted to share, and I think some of these things will apply to non-YouTubers, whatever it is you might be wanting to start. I hope this was helpful. And oh, for thumbnails also, if anyone's interested, I use Fonto and Canva for my thumbnails. Canva is the plug. Fonto is also really great because now I do my thumbnails on my phone and I upload it onto my channel, and everything's done from my phone, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. If you're about to start a channel and you're watching this, I hope this, you know, helps you get through some of the red tape as you're starting, because there is so much that you're going to realize you didn't know, and things might take a little longer than you expected. But I hope this is helpful, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you are a YouTuber and you also have things that you wish you had known before you started your channel, please put them down below. If you are about to start a YouTube channel and you have a question, please also ask down below. If you're a YouTuber and you want to answer, you know, get it going, chat to people, let's interact in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I will see you guys in the next one.